How are you doing? This is Antoinette Louise Joy, the author of Becoming Phenomenal. This is an hour of girl talk. Me and my girls are going to be kicking it on subjects like diet, nutrition, love, romance, marriage, dating, clothes, what to wear, fashion, hair, wig. We're going to talk about all that. If you want to comment or even if you want to ask a question, you can call us. The numbers at the bottom of the screen. This is my dream come true. What is yours? God is good all the time, and you can become phenomenal too. Hi, everyone. This is Antoinette Louise Joy. I'm with you today on Becoming Phenomenal, and I have a special guest. So can you introduce yourself, special guest?
Oh, okay. I'm Egwano Okpako. I'm a hairstylist. I'm also a salon owner in Locust Grove.
So she does hair, and I've seen some of her hairstyles. They are amazing. And she's going to tell us a little bit more about herself and her hairstyles. But when I start my program, I usually start with a Bible verse and a quote. And I also have a subject. So today, my Bible verse is when Moses was bringing the children of Israel out of captivity, he had a rod. So when he got to the river, there was no place else to go. So he said, Lord, how am I going to get across the water? And the Lord said, what's in your hand? He didn't have nothing but a rod. He said, it's all I got. He said, use it. So my verse is, what's in your hand, and you can use it. And I'm referring to the Bible. This is my reason for saying that. Was a lot of things we do, we don't look into our Bible to look and see if it's good for us. And my quote is, if you continue to do something all the time and it's wrong, why are you keep doing it? Such as if you keep falling off this bike and breaking your leg, isn't it telling you to do something else a little different? So that's my quotes for today. So we're going to go back to my special guest. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, like I said earlier on, Egwano Okpako. I'm a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for like 16 to 17 years.
And what made you want to do that?
Oh, so from little, I've been always want to be a hairstylist.
Okay.
Though my parents were like, oh, you have to go to school. I went to school. Everybody in my family went to school. My mom had 6 of us, 3 boys, 3 girls. I'm the last girl.
So where are you from?
I'm originally from Nigeria.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
I always tell my clients I'm so African.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that because they got a lot of Nigerians here.
So growing up, I've always though I want to be at the back scene, not scene on the front row.
Okay.
But I've always wanted to do something with beauty. Anything that has to do with hair, skin, and all that. So
your skin is pretty. So do you use a lot of makeup, or what is your skin regimen like?
Man, I don't do all those. I don't even have the time for it. I do makeup when I need to, like coming here or going to parties. I do makeup, but regularly at home when I go to do hair in the salon, I really don't have time for makeup. Makeup is good,
Yes.
yeah, but it takes time. You have to put in time to do it right. And if you always like to do something right, then you should create the time for it. And I don't have the time.
Good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So growing up, like I was saying before, beauty is something I've always wanted to do. But back in Africa, most parents don't. They do believe in people having handcraft, but we believe solely in going to school. Yeah,
Good.
in Africa, we don't have the opportunity here in America where the government pay for our fees, parents pay from pocket.
Really?
Yes, we don't.
You don't have anything public.
We don't.
The government don't help.
No. So if you have to go to school, your parents should be ready to pay for your school.
What if your parents don't have any money?
Then you don't go to school.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't go to school. So 90% of people in my country, more than 90% went to school. So our parents make sure we go to school. So when I stood up and I told my family that I want to go do this craft, my parents were like, no, if you start, you're not going to ever go to school. We don't want you to do that. But my elder brother, my mom's first son, was the first person that ran with it for me. Then God actually brought people up to help me go through this journey.
Good.
Yes, God help me. But that's why I always tell people that before God bring people, prepare yourself.
All right.
So that by the time the people come, you already prepared.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
That's good.
Dream the dream. So
That's
that
what
when
I do.
Yeah,
That's what
dream
I'm talking
the dream
about.
and wait, because God will bring the people.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yes.
Because my dream was to do this. Now, in the meantime, I did my writing.
Okay.
I did my promoting. I did all of that because I knew that this was going to happen someday. I just didn't know when.
When.
But I was ready. I was
You
ready.
have to.
And I made myself ready.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was coming. So now it's here. And that was my dream. And my dream is to help someone else to do the same thing. So I run across extraordinary, phenomenal women like you, of course, and Lysandra, and so many other guests that I've had, because if he did it for me,
Then he can do it for other people
he
too.
can do it. He's not that kind of guy that just does it for one person and stop.
Mm-hmm.
He does it for a whole lot of us.
Yeah.
And we have to give him that, and I do. That's what I practice. Definitely giving the praise to him, because
God.
that's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only hoping that, my venue will spread, my show will continue so other women might be inspired.
Right.
Because you don't have to be rich. Most of us are not.
Yeah.
You start
Of
with
course.
something, an idea, and you go from that. You work toward that idea. Because publishing books is not cheap at all. You have to come up with your money. Everything you have to pay for. Because, again, you're new. No one knows you.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do your book, you have to start with a company, and then you have to pay for it. So every
Right.
book I get published, I have to do the expense, just like this
This.
book.
Oh.
This is my first book. So I had to pay for that.
Mm.
And from there, I did book sales, and it's on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
But you still, the cost, you have to pay. Now, if I get to sell 50,000 copies, I think that then they'll start paying you.
Okay.
But you have to have a lot of
Sales.
sales.
Mm.
Once you get on that New York Book Exchange and all it, now you making money.
Mm.
I'm new, so I'm just starting out. And I'm not unrealistic about that. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, like I always say, whatever we do, consistency is the key.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah. And that's what have gotten me this far. Consistency. I show up every time.
Day.
Every day I show up. And
That's
I tell
what you
people,
do.
Yeah. And I tell people, no matter what, just keep showing up.
That's what you do. And so I do. I did my children's book called Jada and Her Dog Candy. And I went to Burger King, and I had a book signing. And that's what I do. And then I went to New Orleans, which is where I'm from, and I went to Chuck E. Cheese. I had a book signing. Me and Chucky was hanging out, and me and the kid. So, that spreads my books. And then I went to Barnes & Noble in New Orleans, and I had a book signing. So you have to go around and
get your book signed.
Get your book signed, have different
You
events.
should come to Lucas Group one day. I'm thinking of doing a dinner party for all my
Just call.
clients next year.
Hold your mic up. You can't hear you.
Dinner party for all my clients next year. And I want you to be there. You
Just
can
call
come sign
me.
your book.
Call me, honey. You can call me, text me, but I'll be there. It's not a problem.
Okay.
I love that. I have another book coming out in December. It's called Jada Meets Santa Claus. And I'll
Jada
let
Meets
you know
Santa
as
Claus,
well.
okay.
I'm going to have a book signing. Right now, I'm thinking about in Conyers with another artist, Dr. Alice, who has
Okay.
a show here, Alice T. So she has a book coming out as well. So I think that when you are an entrepreneur, you have to fellowship.
Yeah.
You have to get with other people,
Yeah.
and you have to support each other.
I'm beginning to tap into that.
You have
Yeah.
to. So I help you. I support you. You support me. We support someone else. And that's how you become great. You just keep supporting other people, and you keep being in their, whatever they're endeavoring
They
to
do.
do. Because it's
When you
something.
show up for them, they show up for you
That's
too.
what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what you do. You show up for someone, you be there for them. And then they can prosper because we don't know where I'm going to be. I might be in the White House. I don't know one day.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Even
not
if you're
saying
not in
I
the White
can't.
House, you can be with somebody
That's
that
what
is
I'm
in the White
saying.
House. Yes.
You know, I might get somebody to come across. Tyler Perry might say, "Oh, I saw your podcast. I want you on my show." Or, someone, we never know. You don't know what God has in
Has in
store for
store.
you because he has blessings for you.
Yeah.
He
And
definitely.
that's why I keep telling people. I said, when God show you a vision, God is showing you the vision. No other person sees that vision. So if he shows you a vision, go
Yes.
for that vision.
Yes.
No matter what anybody's saying, no matter what the world is saying, just keep going for your vision.
I do.
Keep showing up, and that's it. And
I
like I
do.
always say, whenever I look back, I'm still growing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there yet. I'm still looking for more wings so that I can fly higher.
Of course.
Yeah. But before then, I'm still chasing my vision.
Going up.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep looking
I-
up. I'm
yeah.
going up, honey. I ain't going back down. I'm going. I plan on going as high as God can let me
Bless you,
go.
Jay.
But what I don't want to do is go up and forget because a lot of
Yeah.
people get up there and
And
they
forget
forget about how they got
How
there.
they got there, yeah.
And then what happens is their crown gets knocked off and then they back down there.
They're trying to go pick up the crown,
Trying to pick
and
up
they
the
get down there and never get up anymore.
and never. And I don't ever want to be that type of person. I don't ever want to be the type of person.
And also, if well, like I tell people, if you're up there, even if your crown fall, but you treat people right
Yes.
while climbing up, you might
Yes.
not even have to get down there to pick up the crown.
That's
People
true.
will pass the crown back to you while
True.
you're sitting up there.
So true.
So how you treat people matters a lot.
It does.
Yeah. In this beauty career, I realized that though I love my clients, my clients, they are 101% awesome. They've helped me. Coming from Africa is kind of different.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything in Africa is different from here.
Yes.
Though I went to hair school here.
Okay.
I went to hair school here. I did my master cosmetologist in Empire. After that, I worked in some couple of salons to just gain experience before I opened mine.
Your own.
Yes. When I opened mine, the clients were so patient with me. Telling me, oh, this is not Africa. You cannot do this. They sue you for this and this and that. So
That's scary.
yeah,
But it's
each
true.
word- yeah,
It's true.
2 people tried to sue me.
That's the
But my
devil.
clients were like, we got you. Don't worry, we got you. So with my clients encouraging me, I wasn't this good with hair, but gradually, like I said, consistency
I've seen some of your hair. That is amazing what you do.
Thank you so much.
Them people, when you see the before and
And
after,
after.
I'm like, what the heck? This girl got it. It is, you got that talent, and everybody don't have it. Now, I've been to hairdressers, of course. I'm like any woman. I've been to hairdressers all of my life, but yours is. It just looks so different. What you transform these ladies.
I try my best.
You transform these ladies. I had pictures. I just wasn't able, technical me. I couldn't get your pictures up because you sent it to me. But the things she does is amazing.
Thank
We're
you
going to
so
go to
much.
break. We're going to be right back, and we're going to continue our interview. Hey, how are you doing? This is Antoinette Louise Joy, the author of Becoming Phenomenal. This is an hour of girl talk. Me and my girls are going to be kicking it on subjects like diet, nutrition, love, romance, marriage, dating, clothes, what to wear, fashion, hair, wig. We're going to talk about all that. If you want to comment or even if you want to ask a question, you can call us. The numbers at the bottom of the screen. This is my dream come true. What is yours? God is good all the time, and you can become phenomenal too. Hi, this is Antoinette, and I'm back with my co-host Mia Finley and Paulette Robinson. Paulette's the one that does my candles down there. I have a line of candles and sprays. They're phenomenal. And I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to sell them, because right now I'm selling them out of my pocket. But that'll come too, but they're just awesome. Thank you, Paulette, for my candles.
So welcome. So welcome.
So today, my subject, last month I did rape, and we had some awesome breakthroughs. I had guests that told me about their rape experiences. And you know, I've never, ever, this is the first time I've ever talked about to anyone about my experience being raped. I was 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. I can't remember, because when you're a victim, you kind of block out stuff. And all my life I did. But when I wrote this book, it came to me to reveal that, because I might help someone. And I did. And even though I talk about it, it's not comfortable. It's not. I've not gotten to that yet, but I hope to, because I want to help a woman, any woman that's endured something as horrible as rape, to realize that it's not your fault and you didn't do it. No means no. It still means no.
No.
It's just that some men don't get that. They're narcissistic. They're broken too. But when you say no, that's exactly what I mean is no. So that leads me to this month's discussion, which is domestic violence. I've been a part of that as well. Never spoke about it before. Don't feel comfortable. But I know that what my testimony can do for another person is the reason why I'm here now. There is a domestic violence hotline, 1-800-799-7233. And there is a rape and a victim crime number as well, which is 855-484-2846. So my discussion today, again, is domestic violence. And the definition of it is a pattern of abusive behaviors in any relationship. That means parent, child, boyfriend, girlfriend, teacher, whoever. That is used by one person to gain or maintain power and control, because that's what it is. That's the same thing it is for rape. Some man is trying to exert power over us, and we're the victims. For me, it was because I was a child. I mean, 11 or 12, I was still playing with dolls. I'll never forget. And that happened to me. It just changes your life, your view about people. And you start to not trust anybody because your innocence has been taken,
Taken away.
stolen. You didn't give it. I didn't give it to him. I didn't tell him, yeah, I want to sleep with you, because I was just a kid. I didn't know anything about that. So they take something from you. And as a wife, I was broken. And my husbands were narcissistic, and they were broken as well, which did the violence. I have been beaten, black eye, lip. I've been drugged. These are horrible things that I never spoke of because who feels comfortable telling someone, oh, yeah, I was beat up by my husband. But what I can say is that I didn't stay in the situation. It was time for me to go. When it gets to that point, and I had girls, my daughters, and I would tell them that never, if a man puts his hand on you, he don't love you. He's trying to control you, and get out. And please don't tell me because I'll be in jail in the federal pen. But unfortunately, my mother wasn't there for me. She was an alcoholic. And by the time I had kids, my mother had passed away from cancer. But my kid, I was hoping one of them would have. Okay, yeah. What is it about someone doing that to you? What does it make y'all feel? What's your view on it?
I feel that when someone does that, whether it's financial, they can do it financially, holding money from you.
True.
They can. It can be physical, pinching, punching.
True.
Embarrassing you in front of family members.
True.
Friends.
Because that's
out in
what
public.
he did to me.
It can be. Abuse
So
can be a multitude of different ways that they can do that.
So much.
So it, yeah.
And I think, Mia, thank you for bringing up the different types of abuse.
Of abuse, yes.
Okay, but I never, thank God, with a spouse, had to ever endure that because they knew better. On my wedding day, in the limousine going to my reception from the church, I looked my husband in the eye and I said one thing: if you ever put your hands on me, ever, I know you may not be this type, but I don't know what drives people. Okay?
Right.
But if you ever put your hands on me, you're a big guy. You're 6'4.5" and weighs like
That's
200
Brian's dad?
No. And weighs 210 pounds. I said, I can't fight you, so I won't. But I'll wait till you go to sleep. And it'll be premeditated.
Did you remember that movie about the bush? What is it? The woman set the bed on fire.
Oh, you're burning bush.
Burning bush.
But I would have done a whole different type of thing. Because I have a funnel, and I know how to boil oil.
Oh,
okay?
my goodness.
And I know the anatomy of where the ear
Of
opening
course.
is.
Of
Okay?
course.
But I'm just saying, to even have to even think that way, on my wedding day, and I said, now we could get to business, let that pass, and let's move on.
But this is the thing.
Okay, so they already knew.
When you're a victim, you're not going to do. Some of us are scared. I was scared of that person. I couldn't do that.
But what I'm trying to say is, the spouse type of, the spousal
I'm
thing,
talking about the
they,
spouse.
Okay, right. They were never, they never thought of even trying that with me because of the type of person I am. You know what I mean? And they knew I wasn't the one to play with. I ain't never
I'm
scared.
I'm the opposite.
You were the opposite.
I was
ain't
the
never
opposite.
scared.
Loving, caring.
Yes.
I was loving and caring too. Don't
Yes.
get it twisted.
But I was very shy. I was broken.
Hold up. But let me get to my point. That was the spousal point. And the reason it brought me to that, just like you, I was 12 years old when my stepfather raped
That's
me.
the same as Lysandra.
That's what I'm saying to you. Hold up. So I was 12 years old when my stepfather raped me, right? And when I went to my mother, it took me like, I ran away to one of my classmates' house, and her mother found me in her closet the next day. And they took me back home. And the police was already called in the whole 9 yards. And they asked me why. When I was scared to tell the police. I was scared. I was scared.
You was
I
a
scared.
child.
And like you said.
You were a child.
At 12 years old, a 12-year-old back then wasn't a 12-year-old now.
No.
A 12-year-old now is exposed to Instagram,
Sex.
TikTok,
Sex.
all kinds of
Rape,
everything. So stuff
abuse.
coming on TV,
Yes.
homosexuality,
Yes.
all kinds of nonsense that goes on in
And
the
we were
society,
not.
right?
Right.
I wasn't.
Me neither.
I was not exposed to any of that. I
Me
was
neither.
still playing with Barbies.
Me
I was
too.
still.
Right.
I was even playing with my brother's G.I. Joe, them little men that had the little gun that stuck together. They didn't move.
the G.I.
The
Joe.
statue, all that. And So I didn't know
Yeah.
what that was. But to wake up in the middle of the night and you have a man, and I don't mean to be vulgar, but
Yeah.
you have a grown man down there eating you out. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
I literally, for
Yes.
years, even after I even got married, could not have my husband do any of, like none of, don't
Right.
even go there. Like it just brought
Because you were
back.
traumatized.
And it was years later.
Traumatized.
It was over.
It was traumatized.
It was years later, right?
course.
I was traumatized.
You were traumatized.
But from that trauma, and I never had any kind of therapy. But after going through nursing school, and it wasn't until I got to the master's program in nursing where I earned a psychology degree with the master's program, because in nursing you take so many psychology.
you do.
Right, you do.
You do.
I only was short of 2 psychology classes to get a psychology bachelor's, right?
Right.
Not you
Right.
can't do nothing with it, but
No.
you know, at least you got it, right?
Right.
So I went ahead and took those 2 extra classes I needed, and as my electives, and earned a bachelor's in psychology, right?
Right.
Along with my nursing,
Right.
master's in nursing.
Right.
But it was during that last psychology class that I literally treated myself.
Right.
I treated myself. And it was like, it wasn't my fault.
It's
Because
not.
for years I blamed myself.
Yourself.
And when I went to my mother after the whole thing happened, 3 weeks later, and I told her everything, you know what my mother said to me? Oh, you must have liked it because it took you so long to tell me.
She's in denial.
But for me as a child, waiting that long, being so afraid to say it and finally tell it, and for someone to say that to you as for your
Correct.
own mother
For
that's
support.
supposed to be there to trust, to
To-
protect you,
yes.
to support you, to trust, for me, to trust. It was devastating.
Of course it is.
Devastating.
Your child.
Right. 'Cause their
And
mother's
I
supposed
went
to be that one
from
person.
that child all the way up to I was about 15 or 16, lying about everything to everybody because I didn't trust nobody to tell them the
Exactly.
truth.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, if I tell you, you're gonna think that I'm,
The crazy
whatever.
one.
It
Right.
was horrible.
Yes, it is.
But it wasn't until I really kind of diagnosed myself
Right.
and treated myself to
Right.
say, you know what? None of that was my fault.
Right.
He had the problem, not me.
Right.
It's
I
his
wasn't
fault.
the
That's
problem.
correct.
He was the problem.
Yes.
That's correct.
And he took that innocence from me.
Yes.
Right.
And I am not going to allow him to take another second.
Right.
Not even
Good.
0.00001 second
Right.
Good.
more from me.
Good.
And I'm going to live my life as to who I am.
Right.
Living truth.
Which is
Living
a
your truth.
phenomenal
Woman.
Right.
That's what
And I
I'm
was
talking
a
about.
phenomenal child, a phenomenal teenager, and a
Correct.
phenomenal woman.
Correct.
Okay?
Now I
Yes.
applaud
A phenomenal
that.
mother, a
That's
phenomenal
right.
wife, a phenomenal, all of that.
Right.
Candle maker got that one. Baby.
And a phenomenal
candle
candle
maker. Yes.
A phenomenal nurse.
Yes.
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 You know?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm not going to allow that
Yes.
to define me. I
Yes.
am not.
That the
Yes.
You
pursuit
know,
to be
and I
better.
hope other women could step back out of, I know it's hard
That shadow.
when you're in it.
That shadow.
I know it's hard.
It's a
but
shadow.
just for even a second, if you
It's a
retreat
shadow.
back
Yeah.
from what's going on in your life, just retreat back.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
if you do it 5 minutes a day, retreat
Yes.
back
Yes.
and think about
Yes.
excuse me, how phenomenal you are.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
And just say, you know what? I need to do something. I need to trust someone, even that one person that you may be able to trust. At this point, I don't care if it's the police, anybody that you feel you can trust to say,
Or
you know
talk
what?
to.
I am being
You
beaten.
need to.
Yes.
I'm being beaten.
Right.
I'm being abused.
But you don't have to talk to anybody. That's what the hotlines are for.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
you
why-
call that.
But I'm saying, even if they call the hotline, I am saying, but some
Yeah.
people may not want
I
to
know.
call
Call the
a
hotline.
stranger.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Have that one, because sometimes you don't want to say something because you don't know if you could trust that person not to go back to your husband and tell, you know, your wife told me, or your
Yeah.
partner told me, or your girlfriend
Yeah.
told me, or whoever that person
right.
is to you that's abusing
Yeah.
you, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But but that trust. But in order for you to gain that confidence in yourself, is to step back out of the situation.
Yes.
Even if you have to sit quiet in a closet,
Absolutely.
sit quiet somewhere and
Absolutely.
reflect back.
Absolutely.
Reflect back on, not the why
'Cause it's not
is
your
it
fault.
happening to you.
It's not your fault.
Why
It's not.
Okay, why not it happen to you? Because it's about to build your character from here.
And
You
you're
know?
not alone.
Right.
Like I said last month when we were talking about rape, one woman in every second is raped in the U.S. One child
It's
in
I
every
think
9
it's
minutes.
everywhere. I think it's
Everywhere.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But in the
It's all
US
over the world.
But in the
So, like
U.S., it
personally,
happens.
I've never had such experience, but I've seen people, especially
course.
loved ones,
Of
that
course.
have gone through all that,
And it's
it
ma-
has affected me negatively.
You had-
Yes.
And it's
It
mainly
didn't happen to me, but people around me, it has affected me
Yeah.
negatively.
and I
course
hate to
it
say
does.
it, but mainly it's a lot of people that know you, family members, because they have access to these children.
Correct.
There's access. And women, stop allowing your girl or boy in this stage.
Yes.
Yeah, boy
Even
and
the
girl
little boys.
or boy children
Right.
you may be dating somebody, bring somebody home, marry the person.
Yeah.
For the life of me, please do not leave your children unsupervised with
Yes.
these people.
Right.
Yeah.
Do not
Yes.
do it. And maintain a relationship with your child, a close relationship, so they can
So
trust you.
important.
A trusting, close relationship.
Right.
So the second anything inappropriate happens,
They'll
they
tell
will
you.
tell you.
They will
Yeah.
tell
They
you.
will tell you.
Yeah. I
They
couldn't
will.
talk to my mother neither. She was an
But
alcoholic.
that's what I'm saying. You have
But she
to
came to
maintain-
get me. My person, he took me to his house
Mm-hmm.
and kept me there. And my mother went to my friend's house because I actually went to my girlfriend's house, and her cousin came there, and he took us for a ride, and he kept me. So my mother went looking, and my friend said, "Well, he lives here." My mother said, "Where that nigga at? Where is my child?" She did have that sense, so my mother came and got me. But at this point, I'm numb.
So he was trying to kidnap you too.
He did. I was numb. And I want to say that all my life I've had that secret. And now I'm finding out that that's called PTSD from the rape. That you actually, even when I was researching the domestic violence, you still have it. It might be a sound. You might hear something. You might see someone that remind you, that'll bring you a flashback.
It depends if you have PTSD. I don't.
Mhm.
I
I did.
Thank God I was fortunate.
I did.
I did in the beginning, like I
Mhm.
said, as a child,
sure does,
teenager,
sure.
adolescent coming up. But after my self-therapy, I call it, no, I decided to take that power back. I decided to
I
take
did not.
control of my own life and decided to take that power back. And he will not ever, I hope he's rotting in hell, but he will not ever, ever keep that power or keep that control
Yes.
over
Over
me
you and
for,
Yes.
for no, absolutely no reason
Yes.
whatsoever. Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Those are good points. It's always hard, and you have to get out the situation, because the longer you stay in
The
that
worse it's gonna
relationship,
become.
the worse you're gonna become.
But the worse the
Oh my
situation may
God,
become.
right.
The worse it, because what they do, they start out small.
Yes,
It may be something where they say, "Well, I don't like that dress you're wearing."
right.
And you think, "Oh, he's jealous. Oh, he's, this
Control,
cute." It's not
control.
cute.
It's a
yeah, it's
control.
control.
It's a
Yeah.
form of control.
It's
And then
control.
it goes from that to,
Yes.
you don't need to wear that makeup that you're wearing.
Right. I don't like it.
I don't like your hair.
I
the
don't
way
like
you
that
cut
lipstick.
it.
That lipstick don't look
And you
good
know
on
what
you.
it is? It's control and
what it is.
manipulation.
That's
Because
what
now
it is.
he's tearing your self-esteem down while
Correct.
he's trying to gain control of you. So
Correct.
now you feel like, oh, wow, do I look okay? Am I okay? Am I?
But wait.
my hair is not nice.
Why do I
my
think
this
I
is
need
not
to wear
right.
makeup?
My
Okay.
clothes is not
Wear
right.
makeup. And I'll do
And
it
then
before-
he goes into his bag of tricks. It's called gaslighting,
Gaslighting.
love bombing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got an array of stuff to get you entangled in there. And after
In
a
a
while,
web.
you'll be questioning yourself, like, why do I wear this
Exactly,
color?
and like
Why
I said,
am I wearing
It's
this,
a form
this suit?
of tearing.
Why do I put on makeup?
It's
'Cause
a form
he
of
said
tearing
it don't
your.
look good. So why?
It's a form of tearing your self-esteem
That's what
down.
it is.
It's
Control.
tearing your self-esteem down
Yeah.
for it to be easier for him to control you.
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
But see, my self-esteem was so high.
And it's another
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. With a spouse, it was never that. Never
Another
that.
thing that they'll
because
do
they knew
too.
better. Because I've always been a confident person.
Yes.
You know what I
Correct.
mean?
But
So-
not I. I was not. And this is another thing he'll do. He'll separate you from your family.
Family
your
and friends.
That's why you know it's not good.
Oh, that
You
ain't
don't
gonna
need your friend. She don't like me. She just jealous of you and me. Because this is what my ex used to say. You don't need her. I don't like her. Because she don't like me and something wrong with her. She ain't got no man. Where her man? So those are the things
Trying
they'll
to
do.
control you, trying
He's
to keep you
trying to
away from the
control
people
you
that
and
love
keep
you,
you.
that can see from the outside looking in, can see what's going on.
Mine moved me all the way out of the city.
Oh, that's a big red flag.
Moved
Big
me all
red
the way out of the
flag.
city to continue to be
Big red
abusive.
flag because now he got sole access to you without
Correct.
any outside influence
Correct.
coming in.
And that's what
Okay.
he wanted to do.
What?
Correct. Absolutely.
But thank you, Jesus.
But what I endured was, again, the mental, physical, and he would call me stupid. Now, I got the degree in nursing.
That's another self-esteem.
Correct.
Self-esteem.
He
tear
said,
down,
you can't do nothing.
tactic.
You're stupid.
Tactic.
Come to find out when I got divorced, Lord, I can't cuss on TV. Forgive me,
Please
Jesus.
Don't do it.
He didn't even he had a 6th grade education.
Wow.
Wow.
He didn't even finish school. He dropped out.
So he really was trying
he
to
was
be.
jealous.
He
Right.
really was
He
trying to
was
be
project-
conniving
was projecting.
without knowing what he was really doing.
He was jealous. He was jealous of her accomplishment.
Yes.
It made him feel belittled.
Yes.
And the only
should
way that
have felt
and
belittled.
the only way that he could make her feel less than what she was
By
was
belittling
to insult
me.
her and to
Belittle
abuse
me.
her.
He needed to feel belittled because he should have got up and went and got him some education.
So
also.
what happened was they were from Alabama or Arkansas or
I wouldn't
somewhere.
care if they were from Timbuktu.
Yeah,
the bottom
that's where
line
it
is,
was.
if you see your wife is going forward and moving up, that should motivate you to go forward and move up too.
No,
and if
it
you're
didn't.
scared she's gonna move up so far and
He
leave
did.
you behind,
He did
And
on
that
her.
was it.
And
that's
he
what
did on
happened.
her.
That's
he
what
did
happened.
on her back.
But instead of doing that, you need to look. I see you're going to school. Hey, I only had 6th grade. Help me to get.
My G- at least
what
my
a
GED.
GED. Help me to move up with you. I want to
Yeah.
grow with you, babe. I want to do whatever. Okay, but because of his 6th grade education, maybe because there's people with 6th grade education, but still are not ignorant.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are people with that did not get a formal education, but are running big business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I can't put it on just
The education.
The education.
Or
And there are
lack
people
of
There are
education.
people with master's degree that still don't know squat.
But let me say, they have men that have doctrines that are also abusive.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about
Exactly.
your
some
money
of them are the worst.
or the worst.
Some of
Doesn't
them
matter
are the
your
worst.
gender, your age,
Now, what I
your
saw
social
was
class.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry had a movie. Did you see it where he was abusive? The man was abusive to the girl.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And her mother was the one that was
Her
orchestrated.
mother was a catalyst.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't
Now,
remember.
he was
what it's
beating the
called,
hell out of
the
her.
show.
And the mother was like telling her when she ran off, go back. He a good man. Go
Listen,
back.
I was like, my dear. I made some grits. They hot. I was like that, okay? Because just the thought somebody
Putting their hand on my
me,
child. Yeah.
on me, on my children.
Yeah.
Yes.
I literally, really.
And that's what she did. Didn't she throw some grits? Medea had grits.
Yes.
She put the grits on him, threw the grits on
yeah.
him in the end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
That's
just
exactly
saying.
what Medea told her. He said, well, can I talk to her? They was in the kitchen, and Medea told her, the grits is on the stove.
No, she said, I made some grits. You want something?
Yes.
She looked at her and she
Yes.
said, they hot.
Yeah.
So she was trying to give
Give
her
her
a
a
hint.
hint. And she did. She
You
threw
know?
them grits on him.
But
Sure
see,
did.
but for her to sit back and hide it
And
you
that's
know,
what she
but
did.
her mother was the catalyst.
Her mother was, because he was paying the mom or something
Right.
to get her to
And
stay
I
with
just,
him.
I
I
can't
can't
even
either.
understand that.
I
No
can't.
amount of
People will
money
do
in
that
the
for
world.
Social class, and they
No
do that.
amount
That's
of
what it
money
was.
in the
The
world.
social class.
That's what it
For
was.
me, it wouldn't matter.
I mean,
What
for
class
you,
you
but
in?
some people will do that. They will.
No amount of money in the world could
Don't you
pay
know-
me to let a man abuse my
Don't
child.
you know they have women that, but it goes on all the time because they have women that get with these men that are rich. He right now, Osteen, what his name, that killed himself in jail. Women were
He
getting
didn't
with
die in
him.
jail, so don't.
Women
there.
was getting with him because of
Don't go
his
there.
power.
He ain't dead.
And they were
So he's not
abusing the women.
Well,
So it
women,
happens.
Well, women will do that anyway. They know they have a narcissist.
Correct.
They know they have somebody that's a cheater.
Correct.
But they will get with them because
Of the
social
money.
because of social class.
And the money.
because of
They
social
want to
class.
be in that class.
Right.
And they want that all the good stuff go with the money, the parties.
But see, that's why it says the money is the root of all evil.
That's what it
Not
is.
the actual
It is.
dollar
It's not the
bill,
dollar.
but what it stands for. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
Correct.
And I would rather be broke down in
That's
a one
it.
room and be happy
Exactly.
and be mentally stable and know when I open that door and go in, I'm at peace. Than, than be in a big mansion where the minute you open the door, you get knocked down to the floor
That's
each
it.
time. No, that's not.
All
what
right,
I
we're
do.
going to a break and we'll be back in 1 minute. Come back. Don't go away.
Right.
Hi, we returned and we were talking about rape and domestic violence. This is something that's still going on in our community for whatever reason. And I was just saying that if you are in that type of situation, they do have 1-800 numbers. Now they have domestic violence places that you could live with your kids. And they have counseling, group therapy, because I did that. I went to counseling and group therapy, and I went to the domestic violence. But I was prompted by my family. They were like, do not go back to this man and get some help because you're broken. Believe you me, when you are in a relationship and you're being abused, something is wrong with you because that's not normal. You have had some type of trauma, you're broken, and you need counseling. And counselors are like angels. They help you. I had a male counselor, which was so helpful for me. But they help you understand what you're going through and what you need to get better. Because something is wrong if you allow this person to hurt you, harm you, abuse you. Something's wrong. You're broken because love does not hurt. Love is not painful. Because I have a man now that loves me. He don't even talk loud. I don't know what he don't raise his voice. We don't argue. We have never had an argument, honey. He just tell you, I don't like that. And that's good. I had cooked something he didn't like. He said, I don't like this. He didn't eat it. And he got up. So I'm like, okay. So I understand. We don't argue for that. He don't like that. I don't cook it. And if I want to eat it, I'll go somewhere and get it for myself. Like he don't like beans. My husband don't like beans.
And Michelle, our disagreements and arguments are two different things. A disagreement and an argument is two different things. You can disagree. Okay, we have disagreements, but you don't have to argue. You don't have.
I don't
to.
have neither. We don't have that. If I don't like something or he don't like, I just tell him I don't like that. You want to go here? No, I don't like it. You want to go there? Mm-mm. You want that? No.
And you all respect each other.
And he's
yeah.
okay with it.
Yes.
But that arguing, fighting, that was what I did when I was in my dysfunctional, abusive relationship. We would argue and stand up and argue. You gonna stand up, call me stupid, and I'll call him stupid, and it would go on. Just escalate. You MF, you this, you that. And it was my pain and his ignorance and brokenness and his wanting to be in control.
In control.
And that's something that narcissist men do.
Right.
And what you ain't and what you ain't gonna be and you ain't this and you ain't that. And wait till we got in public and act a donkey, want to fight and all that. That's if you're in that relationship, you need some help because that's not good. That's not love. And the only thing it's gonna lead to is either a funeral, might be you or him, because they have plenty of women. I was watching one of these crime shows, Snap, I think it is. These women kill their mate. They take the anger, the pain. One day, it ain't your day.
And they snap.
And I know personally people that has done that. And I know a guy that shot his wife. And they were separated, but she would call the police on him. He tried to help her. She would call him, my car don't work. Can you put a battery in it?
Right.
He would take the battery out of his own car, put it in hers. While he doing that, she don't call the police. He gets arrested. All these kind of crazy foolishness. So I'm saying, if you're in that situation, it's not good. You need to get out, find a way out, move. What I did was I left the state. I left and went 4-5 states away. He ain't finna come 4-5. But if he did, I was ready. My family was ready. We were ready because it wasn't going to happen.
Right. Well, that's good. Yeah. Domestic violence is not good, and
It
it's
is
best
not.
to get away. If you could go stay with your family, like you said, you could go to
Friends.
to friends,
Shelters. They got them all now. They
Right,
didn't
they
have
do.
that
They do.
then, but they have it now. Call a shelter. Call the domestic abuse hotline and get some help because not only do they shelter you, they also give you resources, counseling, group therapy. You can get all that because you need help. Paulette, you saying something? Your lips is quivering. It's something you want to say.
No, I'm not. No, I was just listening because I can't. Well, I can't personally speak on domestic violence because I never had that.
I have.
You know what I mean? But
and it's not nice.
I mean, I've seen it happen, and it's very uncomfortable when you're with. I had a friend in New York that years and years ago, that her husband was abusing her. Never really hit her in front of me, but just the way he treated her and spoke to her.
Yes.
It can be a look.
Once we left, things probably got,
Yes.
she would lie about
Her
I bumped
bruises.
into the door.
Her bruises.
or this and that. I already
Black
knew what
eye.
it was.
Busted
And-
lips.
And
I would put makeup on to hide mine.
Yeah, and I remember one day, it was her birthday, and I went over there to drop her gift off. And he opened the door and, slightly opened it. And I said, where is she? And he was like, she's asleep. And I was like, what do you mean she's asleep? And I pushed the door and pushed him out the way and walked in. And I called her name really loud. And she came running out the bedroom. And her face was like, he beat her up on her birthday. And I said, look, we about to go to the hospital. He said, she ain't going nowhere. Me, I pack all the time. And I don't mean clothes and in a suitcase.
Got it.
Okay? So I snatched out my little friend, as Scarface says, say hello to
my little friend.
And he backed up with his hands up, and I took her out of there. And I took her to the ER, and I called her mom, and I said, hey, come meet me down here. And that's how
Should have
she
called
got
the
away
police.
from him.
Should have called the
She probably
police.
didn't
Well,
wanna
they
tell her
did. The
family.
hospital did.
Yeah, you
Probably
shoulda
felt
called the police.
ashamed and
The
didn't wanna tell
hospital
the
did.
family.
I told them everything that, you know.
Oh, they called the police.
But I wasn't having it, taking no for an answer. You had the door slightly open and you standing like this. Wait a minute.
what
No,
he
that's
look
my
like?
friend.
Something wrong.
What he look like? Tall?
He's tall. He was way tall. I'm 5'7", and he probably was about 6'2". But he was a slender guy, so I knew I could take him.
Oh.
I knew I could take him. You know,
Only
you know, I'm
Paulette.
ex-military. You know, I could take him.
Only Paulette.
You know, I literally kicked the door. Like, I stood back and like, boom, kicked the door open and he fell. And I ran in and yelled her name and she came running out the bedroom.
Okay.
So, you know, and I had my friend stashed back here and I pulled that out. And I got her out the house. So, you know, I have, even though I didn't personally deal with it.
It has touched your life.
Right.
You
I
have
dealt
seen
with
it.
because of
People around
friends.
you.
Yes.
Friends and, you know, that have gone through that.
Yeah.
You know, and I thank God I was able to rescue her.
Yes.
Well,
But
can I tell you
It
from
gave
a
her
personal?
lasting problem
Yes.
because she wound up about 20 years later committing suicide. So
Yes.
she stayed
Oh,
in that
wow.
depressive mode
That's what I'm saying.
because of all of what. And she went to therapy and she started seeing a psychologist, then a psychiatrist. Then she was put on medication. And I don't know if it was the psych meds, because, you know, that plays a part.
Right,
in
right.
that. But
Hallucinating.
yeah, you know, not just that, but other areas. But, you know, I just know, you know, it has a lasting effect, as Michelle was saying earlier
Yes.
on
The
most
PTSD.
people. On most people, I guess because I never went through
I have.
that
yeah.
part of it. I went through the childhood trauma
Yes.
of being raped, but I never went through
Domestic violence.
the adult part of having a spouse abuse, and maybe I became strong from that happening to me and vowed that no other man was gonna do something like that, or woman
Right.
for that fact.
Right.
You know,
Right.
It's
I-
not easy.
I had a father that tried to. Well, he wasn't real. I don't know what he was, the sperm donor or whatever.
Right,
Because
right.
I didn't see him but twice in my entire life.
Right.
And the second time I saw him, he punched me in my eye. I was 14 years old. That's abuse, but
That-
it wasn't
that
a
is.
spouse. It was a parent.
a parent.
You know, and I was 14.
Well, domestic abuse includes parents.
Right.
It's any
So, right.
relationship.
Right.
My mother sent me to Canada to visit him for the summer, me and my siblings. And this man punched me in my eye for no reason. And back then, I don't want to tell my age, but back then we had them big old 8-track tape, what do you call them clocks on the that sit on the table, on the side table. What do you call
Clock
them big
radio?
old- huh?
Clock radio.
Clock radio. So it was a big old clock radio that had the 8-track tape sticking out of it.
All of that.
And when he punched me in my eye, I snatched it up and I clocked him. And he went down. And my grandmother called the ambulance for him or whatever. But I was 14 because I had vowed not
Right.
another man
Right.
was going to
Take
take
my
nothing
innocent,
from
nothing
me.
from
Right.
me.
And you're going to put your hands on me. And this is the second time in my life I'm seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Look here. No, look here. Okay? So I guess by the time I got to the part where I got a spouse, you already know.
Yeah.
I ain't the one. I'm the other one.
Yes,
We
Lord.
have this conversation
Yeah.
ahead of time.
I'm not the
so
one.
You know.
So let me just
Let's just get this out the way.
what Ricky said, Lucy, let me just explain something to you. Okay? And let's get it out the way from the beginning. So we will never, ever, ever in our relationship
That is
have to have this conversation
crazy.
again.
Right.
Let's just get it out the way.
It's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
Well, I've had that experience. I was married, and every man was abusive. It was like a pattern. I kept picking the
You had to
same
break
because
that-
I
you
was
had to break that
broken.
curse.
Right.
It was a curse that had to
Yeah,
be broken.
and my family would say,
It was a curse.
he
that had to
he
be
ain't no
broken.
better than the last one you had. What do you keep?
It's
But
the
I
tr-
was
uh,
looking
It's a
for-
spiritual
Well,
attraction.
it was a spiritual- yeah, it was a
The
spiritual-
spirit was
yes.
attracting that into your life. That's what
So,
it was.
we
And
had
you
a
had
good
to break
show.
that. You had to break it spiritually.
We have to go. Thank you so much. Thank you, my special guest.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're going to come back, right?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. And my co-stars here, stars. These are rock stars, these two ladies I have with me. And we'll be back on the 22nd. It's a Saturday. So thank you so much. You can look at my YouTube page. I'm on Antoinette Louise Joy. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. My family helps me do all of that. It takes a village. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Have a
everyone.
phenomenal,
phenomenal
day.
day.
Have a phenomenal day.
Hey, how are you doing? This is Antoinette Louise Joy, the author of Becoming Phenomenal. This is an hour of girl talk. Me and my girls are going to be kicking it on subjects like diet, nutrition, love, romance, marriage, dating, clothes, what to wear, fashion, hair, wig. We're going to talk about all that. If you want to comment or even if you want to ask a question, you can call us. The number's at the bottom of the screen. This is my dream come true. What is yours? God is good all the time, and you can become phenomenal too.